we're going to talk about how to read a syllabus without feeling overwhelmed. At the beginning of a semester, students often receive several syllabi at once. Each one may be several pages long. They may include schedules, policies, assignments, grading information, course materials, contact information, campus resources, and a lot of details that may not seem important right away. It can be tempting to open the syllabus, feel overwhelmed, and then close it. Or you might skim quickly, decide you will come back to it later, and then forget about it until you have a question. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. A syllabus can feel like a lot. But here's the good news. You don't have to memorize the whole thing. Your goal is not to read every word once and remember everything perfectly. Your goal is to understand how the course works and know where to find important information when you need it. Think of the syllabus as a map. You wouldn't necessarily memorize an entire map before taking a trip. But you would want to know where the important places are, how to find your route, and what to check if you get confused. A syllabus works the same way. It helps if you answer questions like, what will I be learning? What assignments will I complete? When are exams? How is my grade calculated? What happens if I turn something in late? How do I contact my instructor? Where can I get help? What should I do if I miss class or fall behind? Those are important questions. And when you can answer them early, the course usually feels more manageable. Let's go through a simple way to read a syllabus. The first step is to find the basic course information. Look for things like the course name, course number, instructor name, instructor email, office hours, class meeting times, and where the course materials are located. For an online class, check where the course lives. Is it in Canvas, Blackboard, Moodle, or another system? Are there weekly modules? Are assignments posted in one place? Are announcements important? For an in-person class, check the room, meeting days, and meeting times. This may seem simple, but mistakes happen. Students sometimes email the wrong instructor, go to the wrong room, miss office hours, or look in the wrong place for assignments. So start with the basics. The second step is to find the communication information. How does your instructor want to be contacted? Do they prefer email, Canvas messages, office hours, a discussion board? Do they give a typical response time? For example, the syllabus might say that the instructor usually responds to emails within 24 to 48 hours on weekdays. That means if you email late at night before an assignment is due, you may not receive an answer in time. Knowing this helps you plan ahead. Also, look for expectations about email. Some instructors may ask you to include the course name, your full name, or a specific subject line. Following those expectations makes it easier for your instructor to help you. The third step is to find the course schedule. This is one of the most important parts of a syllabus. Look for major dates, such as exam dates, quiz dates, project due dates, homework deadlines, discussion deadlines, drop dates, final exam dates, dates when classes do not meet, and important course milestones. You do not need to remember all of these dates immediately. Instead, transfer the major dates into a planner, a calendar, a phone reminder, a notebook, or some kind of weekly schedule. This is especially important in math classes because assignments often build on each other. If you miss one week, the next week may feel harder because the new material may depend on what came before. When you look at the schedule, also notice the rhythm of the course. Are assignments due every Sunday night? Are quizzes weekly? Are exams every few weeks? Are discussion posts due before replies? Does the course move faster during some weeks than others? Once you know the rhythm, you can plan your time more realistically. The fourth step is to understand how your grade is calculated. Find the grading section. Look for categories such as homework, quizzes, exams, final exam, projects, participation, attendance, discussion boards, in-class work, labs. Also, look at how much each category is worth. For example, homework might be 20% of the grade, exams might be 50%, and the final might be 20%. This matters because it helps you understand where to focus your energy. Sometimes students spend a lot of time worrying about one small assignment, but do not prepare enough for a major exam. Other times, students ignore homework because individual assignments seem small, but the homework category becomes important over time. Your syllabus helps you see the big picture. Also, check whether the lowest quiz grade is dropped, whether late work is accepted, whether there is extra credit, and whether exams can be retaken or corrected. Do not assume these policies are the same in every class. The fifth step is to read the late work and makeup policies carefully. This is one of the most important places to avoid surprises. Look for answers to questions such as, can late homework be submitted? Is there a penalty? How late is too late? Can quizzes be made up? What happens if I miss an exam? Do I need documentation? Who should I contact? How early should I communicate? You may not need this information right now, but if life gets complicated later, you will be glad you know where to find it. Many students wait until after a missed assignment to check the policy. It is much better to know the policy before there is a problem. The sixth step is to find where help is listed. Your syllabus may include tutoring information, office hours, academic support, accessibility services, technology help, library resources, or other student support options. Do not skip this section. Getting help is not only for emergencies. You can use tutoring when you are confused, but you can also use it when you mostly understand and want to check your work. Office hours are not only for students who are failing. They are a place to ask questions, clarify expectations, discuss study strategies, and get help with specific problems. Mark this section so you can find it quickly. You might write "help" beside it, highlight it, bookmark it, or copy the information into your notes. The seventh step is to notice course expectations. This might include attendance, participation, technology use, academic honesty, calculator policies, discussion expectations, or how to submit your work. In math classes, pay special attention to whether you need to show your work. Some students lose points because they submit only final answers when the instructor expects steps in reasoning. Also, check whether calculators are allowed, whether online tools are permitted, and what counts as acceptable collaboration. Working with classmates can be helpful, but copying someone else's solution is not the same as learning. The syllabus helps you understand the boundary. Now, let's talk about common syllabus mistakes. One common mistake is reading the syllabus only once. You do not need to reread the whole document every week, but you should return to it when you have questions. Another common mistake is looking only for due dates and skipping the policies. Due dates matter, but policies explain what happens when things do not go as planned. A third mistake is assuming that all classes work the same way. One instructor may accept late work, another may not. One class may use weekly quizzes, another may use large exams. One course may require discussion posts, another may not. Check each syllabus separately. A fourth mistake is waiting until the last minute to ask questions. If something in the syllabus is unclear, ask early. You might say, I was reading the syllabus and I want to make sure I understand the late work policy correctly. Or, I saw that exams are listed in week 4 and week 8. Will those be in class or online? Or, where should I look first if I need help with homework? These are good questions. They show that you are paying attention and trying to understand the course. Here is a simple syllabus reading strategy. Use 3 passes. On the first pass, skim the whole syllabus. Do not try to remember everything, just notice what sections are included. On the second pass, look for important information such as contact information, due dates, exam dates, grading, late work, help resources. Make sure you know where to locate all of these, and in case you need to go back to them later, make sure you keep track of where you might be able to find them. On the third pass, take action. Add the dates to your calendar. Save your instructor's contact information. Bookmark the tutoring schedule in case you have questions later. And write down one question if something is unclear that you could take to your professor later. This turns the syllabus from a document into a tool. Here's your action step. Open the syllabus for one of your math classes. Find and write down 5 things. Your instructor's contact information, the major exam dates, the homework or quiz due dates, the policy for late work, and where to get help. Then, choose one action. Add the dates to your calendar. Bookmark the course page. Email your instructor a question. Write down tutoring information. Or check the next assignment. A syllabus is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to help you understand the course. You do not need to memorize every detail. You just need to know where the important information is and how to use it. Start with the basics. Find the dates. Understand the policies. Know how to ask for help. Then return to the syllabus whenever you need it. You are not expected to figure everything out alone. The syllabus is one of the tools that can help you start strong. You've got this.